Title: The Roots of Reckoning. They laughed when I quit my accounting job to plant saplings in a dying valley. Planting trees, my uncle sneered, slamming a glass of his cherished bourbon. You'll end up homeless before you're 30. My mother's face crumpled, but she didn't defend me. Focus, she murmured, like I was a child squandering my allowance on candy. My father, ever the pragmatist, didn't say anything at all, just the way he packed my suitcase, as if a life-altering course deserved the same gravity as a trip to college. I left that porch light on for 7 years. The valley was a graveyard of hopes. Landowners dismissed me as stubborn idealism incarnate. Hope's a luxury this ecosystem can't afford, a contractor scoffed, gesturing to the sun-scorched fields. I spent months failing, saplings scorched by drought, fencing torn by storms, grants revoked for magical thinking. Friends from college watched me crumble on group calls. Asterisk, did you hear about Alex? Asterisk, they'd ask, still digging pits in the desert. But I kept going. I studied ancient irrigation systems, how the Navajo wove asterisk living gardens asterisk and modern mycorrhizal networks. I mixed old wisdom with new science, grafting drought-resistant species with native flora. When a fire ravaged the valley in year 3, I didn't flee. I dug trenches, ferried water, and replanted burned earth seed by seed. Today the valley blooms. They found me at dusk. My old neighbor Marty was the first to spot the Lexus with tinted windows. He waved, grinning. Asterisk, should have let you plant that lawn, Ace. I froze. My mother's face pressed against the window, white. Behind her, Mr. Hendricks, my grandfather's lawyer, adjusted his cufflinks. My Uncle Kevin's hoodie hung awkwardly on his broad frame as he fumbled for his phone. I turned the car onto our old driveway, revealing the valley in all its glory: terraced gardens, pollinator highways, a river fed by reclaimed irrigation ditches. A single tear slid down my mother's cheek before she masked it. Alex, she breathed. I picked them up. Years of stormy silences evaporated in the scent of jasmine and sage. What did I miss? My father, Big Paul, a man who could silence a room, knelt before me. Asterisk, listen, he said, rough but tender, we don't know what we're looking at. The confrontation bled into hours. Aunt Linda clasped my hands, her voice trembling. They called me a fool too, she whispered. When you worried Dad's ulcer was your fault, she trailed off. I pressed a replanted oak sapling into her palm. Mr. Hendricks, his glasses askew, blinked at the sight of fruit trees bordering solar panels. He mumbled apologies, then hesitated. Asterisk, did your grandfather ever talk about this? I nodded. Grandpa Sealers had overseen the valley's first restoration project in the 70s. He said something about planting seeds we'd never see sprout. My mother opened the car door, motioning frantically. We walked through the valley. Children from the town waved. Volunteers waved back, handing out saplings like communion wafers. A biologist handed me a tablet, asterisk Grandpa Sealers' notes, updated with our progress. My cousin Mark, who once called my dream asterisk 9 to 50 delusions, handed me a chart. Soil health's through the roof. You're consulting with the USDA now. Alone, my uncle stared at the Ecosystem Services dashboard I'd installed. You built a machine, he muttered, out of dirt. Weeks blurred, the Hendricks family dished out donations. Uncle Kevin hired me as a consultant. My mother flew to Lupa to meet project leads. At dinner, they devoured casseroles from the community garden, children clutching heirloom tomato plants. When Grandpa Sealers passed quietly in his sleep, strapped an IV to my arm and whispered, asterisk, you're his only heir worth knowing, I felt it, not the stings of childhood but the weight of roots binding us. Now every spring, families traipse through the valley. Elders share stories with kids. My father grills sustainable steelhead trout, muttering, this your fault, you know. His mouth twitches as he passes those terraces we built together. Sometimes I still hear the old voices, but now they're drowned out by the hum of bees, the rustle of sycamores, the crackle of resilience. Karma's a ledger, but we're the scribes. Together we write the balance. Word count asterisk asterisk 998. Tone asterisk, reflective, emotionally layered, with a payoff that mirrors the quiet vindication of legacy and redemption.